Hello everyone. This is a bit of a new video for me. Well, I don't make very many videos, but you get what I'm saying. My only videos have been reviewing some notebooks, but this time I'm reviewing a Black Friday deal I got over the weekend. It's a pair of headphones from Amazon. I apologize for the shakiness. I'm just doing this on the fly, so I'm just holding the camera with my hand. Let's go ahead and get these open. Doing this all one-handed. So it's the B&O Bang & Olufsen Play H4 earphones. They are wireless and they're over the ear, so they'll cover all of my ears. These are regularly probably about $250 at this point. They started out really expensive, but they were regularly $250. I got it for about $180 on Amazon. Okay, so let's go ahead and open this up. Have these in many colors, even gray. Well, of course gray, but I got the lavender. I love purple. It's not easy to do one-handed. All right, there they are. They're just laying right on top. We have leather ear pads, indication on what side is what. We have leather on the headband, metal construction, some padding here. There's padding up here, but then it gets hard right here. When it gets down to the sides, right about right here. But there's a pretty good amount of padding up here. From what I've heard, these are very comfortable earphones to wear for a long time, which is what I need. And it also has a headphone jack, charging port, microphone, volume buttons on either side of the power button, and this button does all of the functions you need: answering calls, playing music, pausing, and to pair you hold down the two side buttons. Been watching some videos. So what else is in the box? Comes with ribbons, but I did it one-handed. So we got two little back packets in here. So we have a 3.5 millimeter jack to 3.5 millimeters. And we have a very short and tiny charging cable. This is really short. It is micro USB. This is booklets. This is a quick start guide. If it'll focus. There we go. Quick start guide. They have videos online. Look at videos online and figure out the operation, but you know, it's got pictures. Tell you how to set it up. An addendum. Anyways, that's all that's in the box. It doesn't come with a case, unfortunately, but I wanted to have a durable pair of earphones. A lot of the earphones that are on the market are around the I paid $180, around that price. They're all made of plastic, you know, and that can break really, really easily. And these have real lambskin leather. It is a very thin leather. It doesn't feel like, you know, it's not like a jacket leather. This is a thinner leather, but it feels really nice. It's not something you're going to be wearing, you know, while you're on a motorcycle anyways, but you get what I'm saying. The leather feels really nice. The foam padding is really cushiony. There's a lot of padding right here. The battery on this is said to last 19 hours, but I've heard that it can last for longer. Some of the reviews say that they only have to charge it up once a week, which is going to be awesome. And I really love that it in my line of work, I do a lot of work with desktop computers, and they often do not have Bluetooth on those desktop computers. So then I don't have to, because this has a 3.5 millimeter jack, I can plug into there without having to find a new pair of earphones. If I'm listening on my phone, listening to music, and I need to hear what I'm doing and with sound, I don't have to take these off. I can just plug this into the earphones and then into the desktop computer and listen to the audio straight from there. And it's said on the website that these earphones do play audio through the cable without power, which is great for flights. You know, if you're watching, you know, really long intercontinental flight and you're watching a movie, you don't have to worry about your battery running out. Not that this would probably run out, but just in case you didn't charge it fully. It just looks pretty. Honestly, it just looks pretty. I've heard that these sound awesome too. I'm going to cut a video together and try these out, and when I upload. All right, so I'm back through the magic of YouTube and editing, and after that unboxing, I've used these headphones for a little while, and just to get a feel for them for like just a couple of days really, and I'm ready to tell you what I think about them. These are awesome headphones, honestly. Probably the only downfall is that it can't connect to 2 devices at one time, but it is capable of storing about 8, I believe, 8 devices in its memory, and you can easily switch between them by double pressing these 2 buttons. If you double press the 2 volume buttons, yeah, there we go. Double press these 2 volume buttons at one time, and then you just select it in your device list and it'll connect. So it's not, you know, it's not a Apple W1 chip or anything, but it's not difficult to repair them. It's pretty instantaneous because it's in the memory to repair it to something you've already paired it to. Battery life. Battery life is amazing. Honestly, I haven't had to recharge these since I got them. They came with a charge. I recharge. I went ahead and plugged it in and charged them to 100%, and I haven't had to recharge them for the past 2 days, and it's about something like, and I've used them for, you know, when I'm working. I usually work at the computer. I can be sitting there for like at least 12 hours a day. Honestly, it's kind of bad. And the battery life is just phenomenal. I still have 50% battery life after using them for like 12 hours straight for 2 days, which is great. It seems like you can get more battery life from these if you don't put the volume at 100%. It seems like, because my hearing is pretty good, and the volume on these is really nice. So I only have to have these at somewhere around 40 to 50% volume, and that's good for me. So the battery life seems to last longer than what they prescribe, than what the box says that it does, because the box just says, or at least the documentation says, it's only supposed to last 19 hours, but I know for sure it's lasting longer than 19 hours. That's for sure. Comfort. These, they were tight at first, straight out of the box. So, but they quickly became, you know, more molded to my head. The cushioning on these really helps. These earmuffs, that really helps. I barely feel any. I mean, every now and again, you know, after the 12th hour, sure, I'll feel some pressure on the top of my head, but this is enough padding that it's not much. It's not much pressure on my head. The wireless functions, it's probably not as much as, because I have like a pair of Beats X in-ear wireless headphones. Those only last like 8 hours though, because they're so small. But I have a pair of those with the W1 chip in my iPhone. I don't have to, I mean, I can walk pretty much anywhere in the house with those earphones. So it's not like that. It's not like, you know, the capability of a W1 chip to keep you connected to your phone. But I am able to walk pretty much my whole, you know, I have a small house, but pretty much my whole house. I can, you know, if I have the phone in the center of the house, I can pretty much, you know, I can walk in another room. I can step outside a little bit and still get a signal with the Bluetooth on these. So honestly, it's enough for me. I was at school and I tried leaving it in my class and tried going to the bathroom, and it started breaking up once I got in the bathroom. I think there's like all that tile and whatnot, you know. It started breaking up the signal, but it still mostly kept the connection, so it's honestly really good. Sound. The sound on these is amazing. Straight out of the box, these don't, you know, they kind of come with like more of a muted setting. I'm not sure how to describe it. It's not as bright or bass or whatever straight out of the box, but it's easy enough to download the app, the B&O app from the store, and adjust that. So you just go in, it connects to it. It's usually faster than this. Maybe it's off. Oh, I haven't. No. Okay. And you just go in, and it's got controls there. It tells you what battery you have left, and then you can control volume with this little bit right here.
but you don't have to use this app. You can just use your other apps. But the best part is right here, where you can like, it starts out off. It says off right here, but if you move this around, the off, the off words go away, and you can put it towards bright. You can put it towards warm. Warm means bass. Warm means there's more bass. Bright is, I think, it's like if you want like orchestral instruments, I believe. And then relaxed, somewhere between relaxed and bright is supposed to be for like audiobooks, and excited, I forget what that's supposed to be. But you can click here and have presets. So commute, they have commute, so you put that there, and it puts it in the excited zone. I guess when you commute, you just want to hear more instrumentation. I'm not an audiophile, I don't know what the terms are, but it seems to punch up the upper end. Excited seems to punch up the upper end. Warm seems to punch up the bass. Clear is for like when you want to hear all those, you know, each individual note and all that jazz. Workout is for, you know, so it puts it in more bass section to give you more bass, to get you pumped and going. And podcast, it puts it mostly in the relaxed side, but somewhat on the bright side, to give you the clarity and the tone you want to hear when people are speaking. For me, I have my own preset. You can save presets, and so I have my own preset. I call it Punchy, just because when you do this, you can, you know, expand this circle and put it in multiple zones, and it will up the stereo effect. Absolutely amazing. So with the app, it makes it, you know, you just play around with this app. If you're a bass head, you can get some really good bass up here. If you know, you can adjust it to your taste. So here's what it, I don't know if this is gonna come through very well. This is what it sounds like. With just regular. And this saves it to your earphones, so it seems to work on your computer and stuff. So if I put it, I don't know if you can hear any difference, but I heard the difference there. This is not the song, really, to have bass with, but you get the idea. So I am really happy with this set of earphones. The quality on these earphones, they look beautiful when I'm wearing them. All of my friends are really impressed by the looks, but it's not just looks, you know. Beats headphones, people always say Beats. I have the wireless in-ear versions of Beats. That sounds fine, you know. And I know a lot of people like to, you know, for looks, like to get the Beats headphones, because it looks better than most of the earphones out there. But this one has really nice sound, and it looks really good on you. So I'm happy with what I got. So far, this cord has been working out really well. It's very seamless when you plug it in. It's seamless. It shuts off the Bluetooth entirely. every time you plug them into the earphones. So you can't listen to, you know, your phone and have this plugged in at the same time. But that also takes out and makes, you know, any Bluetooth interference and makes them sound even better, which is the upside, because you have a hardwired connection in now. And so this has worked out really great for me. The only real downside is that there's no case, and there's no, and this charging cord is laughably small. It just is. But I went ahead and I got myself a case. I actually don't find myself putting it in the case that much. I find myself enjoying these so much that I will wear them, you know, to and from where I'm going. They actually look nice, so I'm actually don't want to put them away. I like feeling the leather. I like feeling this cushion. It just, you know, you're not ashamed to wear it on yourself, you know. I'm an artist. I work with computers. Like I do computer animation. So I can appreciate aesthetics and function. You know, I'm kind of in the middle like that. So this is my sweet spot. I'm happy that I managed to get it for a reasonable price. I probably wouldn't want it for the original price that it came out in. And a year ago, I believe it came out in 2017 at around somewhere like $300 and some odd, close to $400. Probably too much for me. The current price on Amazon is something like $250 or so. That's reasonable. I'm happy I got it for $180. So, and I can show you quickly the case that I got for it, because sometimes, you know, you do want, you know, you want to carry it in your luggage, or in my case, my backpack, and I do want it to be protected from whatever is junking around in there. And I'll pause this and get that. All right, I'm back. So this is the case that I got for these earphones. It's really big and really bulky. It's really thick, but that's okay. You know, I store some extra cords in here just to make up for that. Whoops, my wallet's in here. You can see how often I put them in there. but I need it for when I do put them in my backpack. The nice thing about this case is that it is lined with some fur. Well, it's, you know, fake fur, but you know what I'm saying. It's soft in here, so that it'll protect the earphones. It's got this elastic strap to keep it in place, and it has a place for the cords, which I store some extra headphones and my Beats headphones in here. So this is where I keep my cord. I keep it in here. And this one was the cheapest one I could find that looked decent, because I didn't want to spend too much extra. I knew that I was wearing these, you know, just pretty much to and from most places, so I didn't need anything, you know, excessive. So I just went and got, this was like somewhere around $8-9, so it really wasn't bad at all. And at least I know that if I put them in my backpack, that it will be protected and safe. So that's my review of these headphones. I really love these headphones. I really love these headphones. I keep wanting to use them even when I don't have to, because it just sounds better coming out of these earphones than it does coming out of my phone, you know, of course. And I just like looking at them, I like feeling them, and I like wearing them. So if you're looking into a pair of headphones, I really recommend these. All right, that's all I have to say. So thanks for watching. Bye.